Modern cyber attacks bypass complex digital firewalls, seeking out the one perimeter that cannot be patched with an update: the human mind. In a typical corporate workspace, split-second decisions are routine. We are trained to clear our inboxes, resolve issues quickly, and keep the business moving forward. Into this fast-paced workflow, an anomaly arrives. A direct message pings on your screen, appearing to come from a manager or trusted executive. The request is highly specific. They need you to process a payment immediately and have attached updated bank routing details for the transaction. This is a calculated psychological tactic relying on authority bias. The attacker leverages your natural inclination to comply with a superior's request. By assuming the identity of someone in power, the sender creates a scenario where questioning the instruction feels risky. The goal is to make you skip your standard verification checks out of a desire to be helpful or the fear of causing a delay. Social engineering targets human impulse and urgency, turning a standard business request into a psychological exploit. Before you click, there is often a brief moment of hesitation, a gut feeling that something about the request misaligns with standard operating procedures. The message relies on extreme urgency, forcing an immediate deadline that discourages careful evaluation. This involves an unverified change to financial data, instructing you to bypass existing vendor records. The sender intentionally isolates you, claiming they are unavailable for calls to verify the transaction. The exact moment you recognize these overlapping anomalies, you need a quick physical reaction. Take your hand off the mouse. This brings us to the first protocol in neutralizing an attack: stop. In this phase, inaction is your best defense. Do not click any links. Do not open the attachments. Do not reply to the sender, even to ask for clarification. Abruptly halting all interaction instantly breaks the attacker's psychological momentum, completely preventing the threat from executing on your local machine. Once you realize you nearly fell for a trap, the impulse is to panic, delete the message, and hide the fact that you were almost tricked. Resist that instinct. Move immediately to the second protocol: secure the environment. Leave the suspicious message open on your screen, completely untouched. While the email is dangerous to interact with, it contains vital metadata. This includes hidden routing code, IP addresses, and timestamps that investigators need to track the origin of the attack. You might be tempted to forward the message to a trusted colleague for a second opinion. Do not do this. Forwarding the message inadvertently does the attacker's job for them. It spreads the digital risk laterally across the internal network, creating new targets out of your coworkers. Instead, activate the third protocol: report. Use your organization's designated channel or phishing button immediately. You do not need absolute certainty to submit a report. A gut suspicion that a threat is present is the only threshold required. Reporting instantly transfers the risk to equipped security professionals, turning a localized threat into actionable intelligence for the whole team. Passing the threat to the Security Operations Center allows you to step back. The burden of dealing with the attacker is no longer yours. Now you can complete the final protocol: reflect. Take a moment to review the attack methodology and lock in the specific warning signs that made the message feel unusual in the first place. Behind the scenes, the security team processes the metadata you preserved. They use those hidden timestamps and routing codes to map out the attacker's infrastructure. From your single report, the team can enact a system-wide block, neutralizing the attacker's campaign across the entire company. This creates systemic immunity. Effective cybersecurity relies on recognizing risk early and responding efficiently, rather than assuming we will never be targeted. Memorize this incident response framework. Stop the interaction. Secure the evidence. Report the threat. Reflect on the warning signs. If something feels suspicious, act on that instinct. Stopping and reporting fast turns a vulnerable human target into the organization's strongest active shield.